What if I told you that when your rabbit sprays, it's not being naughty? It's speaking a language you just haven't learned yet. Imagine coming home to a familiar scene. Your sweet, floppy-eared rabbit hops over, nuzzles your hand, and then, without warning, turns and sprays a jet of urine across your favorite rug. It's frustrating, it's confusing, and if you're like most rabbit owners, you've probably asked yourself, why is my pet doing this? Is it angry? Is it sick? The truth is, spraying isn't a household accident, it's a message. And once you understand what your rabbit is trying to say, you can transform that behavior almost overnight. Let's start by looking at where this instinct comes from. In the wild, rabbits are masters of territory. They live in complex social groups, and their survival depends on controlling their space. Scent marking, especially through spraying, is their primary way of communicating. It tells other rabbits who they are, where their boundaries are, and even what their reproductive status is. Your home, to your rabbit, is just another territory to manage. So when they spray, they aren't being disobedient. They're following an ancient script written deep in their DNA. But not all spraying is the same. The reasons can range from natural instincts to subtle cries for help. The most common trigger is the drive to claim space. If your rabbit feels its territory is being invaded by a new pet, a visiting guest, or even rearranged furniture, it may spray to reassert control. Unneutered or unspayed rabbits are especially prone to this, as hormones amplify their need to mark. But sometimes the cause is emotional. Rabbits are sensitive creatures. Changes in routine, loud noises, or even the scent of another animal on your clothes can make them feel insecure, leading them to spray as a way to self-soothe. Think of it like a child drawing boundaries with crayons. It's their way of saying, "This is mine and I need to feel safe here." So how do you decode the message and help your rabbit feel secure without the mess? The first step is observation. Before you clean that spray, pause. Where did it happen? Near a doorway? On a piece of furniture you often use? At the edge of their pen? Location is a clue. Spraying along boundaries often means your rabbit is defending its turf. Spraying on soft items, like bedding or your clothes, might mean they're seeking comfort or mixing their scent with yours, which is actually a sign of affection, however misplaced. Next, consider timing. Did the spraying start after a change in the household? A new person? A different cleaning product? Rabbits are creatures of habit, and even small shifts can trigger big reactions. Once you've gathered clues, it's time to act. If your rabbit isn't fixed, spaying or neutering is the single most effective step. It reduces hormonal drives by over 80% in most cases. But surgery alone isn't always enough. You also need to redesign their environment for confidence. Create clear, safe zones where your rabbit can retreat, a covered hideaway, a penned corner with familiar blankets. Use positive associations. Offer treats, gentle petting, or quiet time in these areas so they learn that safety doesn't require marking. If your rabbit sprays when you introduce something new, like a vacuum cleaner or a guest, help them build positive connections. Bring the new item near their space while giving them a favorite snack. Let them investigate it on their terms. Over time, they'll learn that novelty doesn't always mean threat. For multi-rabbit households, spraying can be a sign of social tension. Make sure each rabbit has its own food bowl, hiding spot, and litter box. Sometimes they spray to avoid direct conflict. It's their way of negotiating space without a fight. And finally, clean sprayed areas with an enzyme-based cleaner, not bleach or ammonia. Those can smell like rival rabbit scent and encourage more spraying. You're not just cleaning, you're erasing the message so a new one can be written. With patience and attention, most rabbits significantly reduce or stop spraying within a few weeks. They aren't trying to make your life difficult. They're asking for reassurance, for stability, for a sense of ownership in a world they can't fully control. When you learn to listen to what they're saying through their actions, you don't just stop the spraying, you build a deeper, calmer bond with an animal that trusts you enough to share its fears. Have you dealt with rabbit spraying in your home? Share your story or ask a question in the comments. I read every one and might feature your experience in a future video.